Hey guys, Bingo Gaming here, and I'm going to be talking about TRK and his pals. So this is TRK, my comic character. He's New York. He worked for Dr. X Kitty, but then he died and he got a son. It's Dr. X Kitty Jr. Now he works for him. So how he was made, so I was talking with my friend. I'm going to give them the nickname of Momo because that's his nickname. And we were talking about comics, and I'm like, I have a good idea for my first comic name. And he's like, what? I'm like, TRK, Tuxedo Robot Kitty. And he's like, that's a good name. I'm like, So all my characters were in the comic were TRK, FTRK, TRK's Little Robots, and can't forget him, I almost did that. These are not really junior to like fact. And their, what do you call it, leader, their number one person, it's Dr. X Kitty Jr. So let's talk about FTRK first. FTRK is not wearing a tuxedo suit, so her name doesn't really go, but I just came up with it because I was being pretty lazy. But my friend Momo, he actually kind of came up with it. I'm like, we should make a girl one. I mean, like, not we, I said, I should make a girl TRK. And he's like, FTRK. And I'm like, that's a good name. He's like, he's like, I was kidding though, but okay. And I was like, her name will be FTRK. She's a happy one, but will always obey orders. She is relative to Dr. X Kitty, not Junior. Well, she's relative to both of them. And how she's relative, she was Dr. X Kitty's uncle. And so for Dr. X Kitty Jr., that's his aunt. And TRK is his uncle. Wait, they're FTRK and X Kitty are brother and sister. So I was saying that wrong. So yeah, they are related. Instead of her wearing a tuxedo, she wears a dress. She has a bow. Can't believe I almost forgot the ear one. Another bow. Oh crap. And she'll always like try to protect them because she likes them and all. She's usually the cheerful one, as I already said, because I don't know why I made her like that, but she's still like evil, but she's like a nice kitty. Sometimes, I guess, if you're not in her bad side. So there's a little quick draw picture of FTRK female, TRK. Okay, so now let's talk about TRK. TRK is the main character. He is the Tuxedo Robot Kitty, as you know, because it's the whole point of the video explaining TRK for one of my comics. And so he is he's the strongest, but he goes with all the bossing that that I'm gonna call him Junior X, that Junior X does. He doesn't really care. Just he doesn't let him like take complete control of him. And I already forgot some of the characters up there. So these are some of the main. So TRK is a robot that will just like, he doesn't really care about what he does. He just like cares about the people who he loves, which is FTRK and X Kitty and those little tiny robot dudes. He still has no feelings yet for the new one, which will be explained after I do X Kitties. Yeah. And he is nice most of the time. He usually is creepy. Sometimes he'll get broken down and all that. Here's a quick little. This is like the worst drawing of TRK in the world. Okay. So now we have Dr. X Kitty. The reason why I made him is because I got tired of his dad because I couldn't give him a good hairdo. So I said, how about he dies and I actually make a good comic? Because I was making these comics on like all lined paper and it was pretty bad. So I did that. I forgot you have to draw the top of the head first. And so he's the leader out of all of them, which is kind of obvious. He's the son. And he is evil, like completely. He adopted someone to fill up for him when he's gone and she cares about him. She is not a cat though. She's a rabbit. I'm pretty sure, as I recall, I kind of forgot. Because it's been a long time since I worked on the comic. I'm working on lots of new ones now. I'll probably do explain them. The only reason why I'm doing explain was because people will like some of my memes I make will not make sense to other people because they don't know who the characters are. So if I do these, they'll like kind of get a catch through. But I don't know, but these are like not really what the characters look like. They kind of look like this. Their faces most likely are the same. And yeah. There's Dr. X Kitty. So now we're going to talk about Lully. I mean Uli. Spelled the wrong, but whatever, probably. Well, I forgot her name actually. I'm just gonna call her Uli for now. And Uli, pretty sure she has bangs, she has hair. She's like my first cat with like hair. Because I usually don't make them with hair, they're like cats. And she has those kind of feet. So Uli was adopted. Later on in the book, before a whole different thing happened, I'll explain that in a minute. And she was one of the victims too. Just because she was there. She walked out and she's like, whoa, what happened? And she's like, okay then. She was an evil one. I drew her completely ugly. This is not what she looks like. She looked more cool from the real one. For people who read my comics, they would know. So, now let's talk about the robot that, like, attacked him. This, I'm pretty sure, is... This is... Helpful, super, good, kitties, shadow. He's the shadow of them. And his goal was always to kill Dr. X Kitty because, well, his son, I mean, like, because, like, they used to know each other, but they made a deal and he broke it. But that's not in the books. So this will be the only place you hear unless you go to my school. He's he's probably the one of the evilest ones out of my comic. He has two little pets. The dragon that's Mango and an Unknown. I use Unknown for a lot of my characters' names. So he wears gloves. I think this is what he looks like, so I haven't checked in a while. And then he has like flames going around him. And so he had like some harpoons and like shot it at them, which entered the head of them. And I haven't worked in the comics since then because I've been doing other things. But so yeah. Wait, oops. But so yeah, that is my TRK explained. Bye. I hope you enjoyed the video.